We've got celeb reactions and the latest information coming out of the Las Vegas shooting.
And Kendall Jenner finally spoke out about that infamous Pepsi ad.
And Camila Cabello had the cutest reaction to Justin Bieber listening to her song. It's happening right now on Hollyscoop's Moments of the Week. Happy Saturday, guys. Happy weekend. Welcome to Hollyscoop's Moments of the Week. I'm Heather Gardner.
And I'm Madison Hill.
All right, so as you know, we are almost a week removed from this tragedy that happened in Las Vegas, but that's how we started our week, and it was
horrible.
It was terrible, but
absolutely
also
horrible.
It dominated the news cycle, you know, in entertainment news since it happened at a country concert, and also worldwide news since it was the worst mass shooting in U.S. history.
Right.
So just to give you a brief recap, I know you've probably seen this a lot, but mass shooting at the Route 91 Harvest Festival, and at this point, 59 people have died and hundreds more were injured. We're talking upwards of 500 other people that were injured, and it all happened during Jason Aldean's performance. He was the headliner that night, and it was really amazing to see how everybody came together, because these kinds of things happen and they shock us, they hit us at our core, but then all of a sudden, and it all happens all at once, and it's the best feeling ever is when celebrities come together and normal people come together and neighbors reach out and law enforcement reaches out and everybody just stops for a second to realize that this is what it's all about.
And I think also hearing the firsthand accounts of how people just totally forgot everything and just started helping each other. I don't think, and there's no really positive anything that can come out of this, but just hearing those stories and knowing even when humanity is at its lowest, there are still amazing, amazing people out there.
Yeah, and celebrities actually stepped up a ton. Taylor Swift took it upon herself to send flowers to the victims.
I loved that. She sent it to the Las Vegas Police Department. They put it on their Instagram and they just said a class act.
Who did, I mean, they deserve so much praise. They did such an amazing job in really a hopeless and terrifying situation. They did an amazing job. But then other celebrities took the social media route, which was fine. Justin Bieber said praying for Las Vegas. Gigi Hadid said, I feel like every day is more shocking and sad. My heart is broken for all the victims of last night's shooting in Vegas and their families. And Jason Aldean, of course, he was the one who was in the fire there.
Right, and I still don't really know how he can even begin to process this, and I think it's taken him a while. I mean, he did come out on social media right after it happened later in the week. He sent out another Instagram where he said, it was a lengthy caption, but I'm going to read some of the key points for you guys. Over the last 24 hours, I have gone through lots of emotions, fear, anger, heartache, compassion, and many others. Something has changed in this country and in this world lately that is scary to see. At the end of the day, we aren't Democrats or Republicans, whites or blacks, men or women. We are all humans and we are all Americans. My heart aches for the victims and their families of this senseless act. Time to come together and stop the hate.
And he did cancel the rest of his shows for this past week. He had a whole tour scheduled. No word on when he's going to come back. He's probably just spending time with his family. His wife's about to have their first child together, and he has 2 other daughters as well.
And you know, you can't really blame him for needing to take a little break from that. I think that everyone is traumatized from this, whether you were there or not. It's a very scary and traumatizing event. And I think he just needs time, like you were saying, to just kind of reflect and
the same as everybody.
Yeah, just remember, you know, he is human. He needs that time with his
Everybody
family.
needs that. I mean, days later, I watched a news report on it and just sat there and cried, because it's not normal to see that kind of thing. No matter how many times we do see it, because it does happen frequently here in this country, it's still so very hard.
Yes.
It's so hard to see.
I think the worst is seeing all the people who were there and their social media posts. It just, I mean, ugh.
Yeah.
Nauseating.
It really is. But I mean, again, the good thing is that it did bring a lot of people together, even for a brief moment, and that has carried over into the weekend now. Like I said, we're a week past. We can shift gears here and get a little happy now because it's the weekend. Kendall Jenner, she finally addressed the now infamous Pepsi ad controversy, and it was for the season premiere of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Don't they know that marketing?
Yeah,
They're
they did.
Smart.
If they were so smart, they would have confirmed Kylie's pregnancy and Khloe's pregnancy, and I would have heard everything I wanted to know.
But they can't do it all at once. They can't.
No,
do it
they
all
could
at
have.
once.
They could have. They really could have.
But then you wouldn't go back for season 2.
Oh no,
I mean episode 2.
I'm not saying we're in season 14 now.
Yeah.
Okay, but this actually was a big deal for Kendall. It happened back in April, so nearly 6 months ago, where she was in the Pepsi commercial, It got banned immediately because it was really offensive, because it glamorized protesting in America, and she didn't say a word. Pepsi released a statement about it. They apologized. People were waiting for her to say something.
We kind of just heard these things like, this source says Kendall's upset. Kendall's wearing this t-shirt, which means this. But finally we saw, I think, a very genuine reaction. And again, humanizing her. And I think she was embarrassed. And then I think as soon as the embarrassment wore off, it was sadness and like a little bit of guilt.
Let's just play what she said right here.
Never purposely hurt someone, ever. And I would obviously, if I knew that this was gonna be the outcome, like I would have never done something like this, but you don't know when you're in the moment.
I do feel sorry for her. I do a little bit.
I don't know, you couldn't fake that reaction. I don't think there's no way that that's fake. There's no way that's for the cameras. And I feel bad for her in a sense too, because I feel like she hasn't really done anything that hasn't been controversial since then. You know, she was in an Adidas ad and people were like, she doesn't deserve it. She won a fashion media award. She doesn't deserve it. So it's just like, the poor girl, ever since then, it's just not been good.
I just hope that she takes, you know, this controversy and learns from it, because the big criticism, and I reamed her for months as well because I liked her so much and I wanted her to say something. I thought she owed that to her fans and she didn't until now. I think that she was really out of touch with her fans and out of touch with what's going on in the country, in the world, and she wanted her paycheck. She wanted the big Pepsi ad. I don't blame her for that, but she didn't take a step back to realize what's actually happening for her fans. So I hope she learns.
Right, and I think that's sometimes the problem with these big young stars is they have a team that's telling them what to do, and they are very separated from reality. Her world is very different from ours. So I hope she learns. Her and Kylie have had a lot of issues with their line and still haven't learned. But Kendall, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for you personally.
All right. I'm also hopeful for a Justin Bieber and Camila Cabello collaboration.
This is one of my favorite stories.
I loved this story this week too. It's just one of those happy feel-good stories, and we needed it this week so badly. So Camila Cabello, you know, she has released some of her new songs. We got a full album on the way. Reportedly this month or next month. She said in the fall, so hello, get on it.
It's pumpkin size season.
So it's Camila Cabello album season. Thank you. All right, but she has released a few singles. All right, Justin Bieber, who does promote other artists a lot on social media, he screenshotted himself listening to Havana. And of course, everybody sent it to her, and her reaction is just priceless. We gotta play it for you.
What happened, Camila? What happened?
Justin Bieber was listening to Havana on his Instagram story.
So cute.
Literally, that's how I would react if someone was like, Justin Bieber saw your Instagram. I'd be like, he saw my Instagram. Like, I just think it just makes her so much more relatable.
Right.
I love her even more, and I think it's funny that she is a huge celebrity, and she freaks out that another huge celebrity was listening to her music. I love it.
It is one of the things that I love most about Camila Cabello is the fact that she is an artist, but she's also a fan, because she talked about how she ran a One Direction Twitter fan account. She ran it, and she's talked about how she loves One Direction and cried when they broke up and wants to meet Harry Styles, and now Justin Bieber.
Someone needs to hook this up.
I know!
Someone needs to help out Camila Cabello and have her meet these people and just record one big collaboration.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
That would make my life, I would probably cry.
Yes.
Just like Kendall Jenner. All right, guys, listen. We want you to have a fabulous weekend, but we also want to get your thoughts on everything we talked about here. Kendall Jenner and that Pepsi ad. I still think she should have said something earlier, but are we at least happy she said anything at all? Camila Cabello!
The best story.
Please, 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 show of hands, who wants Justin and Camila to collaborate? Yes, yes, yes,
Two
yes,
hands.
yes. Please let us know down below. And also, once again, we can never send enough love and support and hashtags down below in the comment section to the victims of the Las Vegas shooting. Do that down in the comment section below. Then subscribe to our channel. Then tune in tomorrow for our trending topic show.
Yes.
I gave you a lot of orders. I want you to follow them all.
You're bossy.
I am bossy. All right, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Bye.